hey, hello. This is for the love of dogs and Breyer horses. I'm Raymay.
I'm Ash.
This is Sai, Musu, River,
And Dace.
and Tequila's running around, and she's just looking at me.
Wondering why you disturbed her?
I didn't. She sleeps through everything.
She says you disturbed her.
Well.
That right?
Yeah. Right. Well, she's going to be real happy when you get your puppy then, huh? Alright, so, today I'm going to be opening up a couple of classics that I got December 26th, 2022. Ash and I hit several Tractor Supplies, and I don't know if anybody knows this, but they do a lot of times 40% off the day after Christmas, to try to get rid of the stuff they don't carry all through the year. And these two were ones that I picked up. Now, I will not be keeping either of these. So after I open them, I will probably sell them at Breyerfest. So if you see me there and you're interested in these, let me know. But more than likely, some child will hit me up first. But hey, before I start opening these, please like, comment, subscribe on our videos. I'm a little earlier this time. Hit the notification bell. I try to post videos every week. Doesn't always happen. Didn't happen last week. Well, 2 weeks ago. On this video, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I don't know. A couple weeks ago, it didn't happen. But most of the time, I try to stick on a weekly schedule on Wednesdays. So yeah, we'll get started. So, does anybody collect these classic size unicorns? This box is pretty janked up, which might be why it was still left on the shelf.
Maybe.
I had a couple of these that I opened up last year. And actually, they were some of the first ones that I sold at Breyerfest this last time. Because kids really like these. I don't know if I would have liked these when I was younger or not. Probably. This one in particular kind of reminds me of Lisa Frank. Which was like the rage when we were in school.
Right.
And it seems like some of her stuff is coming back.
Yeah. I was just looking at a Trapper Keeper last night when I was walking through the store that was Lisa Frank-esque. I was like, oh.
They have Lisa Frank coloring books too.
Yeah, I thought.
Over in the book nook.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not as knowledgeable on the classic molds and what they're called. I'm not quite sure what this one is, but I'll try to look it up when I do close-ups. So this one is called Keep the Peace. Which, I don't know. As far as decorators go, I'm not particularly fond of this one. Well, I'm not particularly fond of these unicorn ones in particular, but I don't know why people think pink and green need to be tie-dyed together, because it doesn't really mix well. And it kind of comes out a bit of a murky color in here. So I don't know why. It seems like Breyer's done this a couple times now, and I don't know why they keep doing that. The pinky purple up here, bleeding into the blue, into the green is fine, and then you add in the pink again, and it goes murky. Now, mind you, I don't like decorators, so I'm probably overly critical on these. But yeah, this is my opinion. I don't know if anybody else has gotten these. What do you guys think? When I do the close-ups, you know, put it down in the comment if you think it looks a little murky too. I think it would have been better if they would have, like, bled it back into blue and then blue in here. I don't know. They just kind of, they dropped the ball a little bit. And then the peace sign on the corner, I don't know. They've only got it on one side, not both. which I think is kind of a little strange. I would, you know, symmetry is a thing. You know, the mold is fine. I don't have a problem with the mold. I like the tail on it. I think they didn't do a very good job of keeping the gold going through its mane. They kind of dropped the ball there. Unless they were going for that, because they kind of did it in the tail too, so I'm not sure.
Right. It's possible.
Yeah, decorators, you can never really tell.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so color-wise, not my favorite for a decorator. The peace sign seems, forgive me, a little corny. I would have liked it better if it had been all white with the gold mane tail and horn. Just me. What do you think of it?
It's cute. Definitely something that I can see kids liking.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, us and our Lisa Frank stages.
Mm-hmm.
Rainbow Bright.
Right. Considering I had Fashion Star Fillies when I was little, so that would have fit the bill right there.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, so that is Keep the Peace. And this one is called the Western Horse and Rider. Not the same mold as that one, though they are similar.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what you guys think of Breyer's tack for their horses. Because I've heard people complain, which, you know, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people that make their own tack that are really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But when they do that, they're not mass-produced like Breyer has to do.
Right.
And so you're going to lose the details on that. So, I mean, and as far as, you know, for playing, you know, for kids to play with, plastic saddle's fine. They're not going to be too picky. I mean, I suppose for showing and that, you want something a little more realistic.
Right.
But I'm just saying, you don't have to knock on the cheap plastic ones. As a kid, I would have been happy with it.
I will say, even as a kid, I had problems with certain things about some mass-produced tack, not just from Breyer, but from other toy makers and stuff as well, just because I had real horses, so I knew how things should look, and like when they put the girth clear back here, like this one's sitting far back, so it actually would sit up here a little further, but some of them actually have the girth going clear back here on the horse, and they do weird things with bridles and stuff, and that always bugged me as a kid. But that was just because I knew how tack ought to look. But, you know, I don't think Breyer doesn't do a terrible job with some of its tack, particularly since it's mass-produced plastic and really kind of geared more toward kids. But
yes, I think the classic / freedom series, you know, is geared more towards the play aspect of the hobby rather than the collecting. Not to say that there isn't some nice collectible freedom series or classics, or I said, if you're wondering why we keep switching between the two, it's because when we were growing up in the 90s, they were called classics. I think that's what they were originally called. And then, for whatever reason, Breyer decided they were going to change the name of them to Freedom Series. Sorry, but you guys didn't give me a lot of room to work with.
When I was growing up, there was traditional, there was classic, there was the little bits,
Yeah,
and stablemates,
which are a size between
the
classics and the stablemates.
Yeah.
I do have one unopened of those. Maybe I'll do that in a video sometime so you can kind of see the size difference, because, yeah, those are a trip. I only have like 50 million little things holding her on here. Okay. So this is the classic size dolls. They do have dolls that match the traditionals too.
Mm-hmm.
I actually kind of like this one. She got hair like you on here.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of dresses like you too. Kind of. Long sleeves, jeans, boots. Oh, you don't really wear boots too often, but
I do wear boots.
I say too often.
When the occasion fits, yeah.
Alright, so the nice thing about these dolls, if you've never seen them, is they are fully jointed. And so, unlike a Barbie, if you were to try to sit them on here, her knees bend, and she can actually ride on the horse.
Which, it's actually not true about the Barbies anymore, because they did come out with the jointed Barbies when...
They have a few.
Yeah, but they're not all, but...
Yeah, for the most part, they're still mostly. Her arms are all ball jointed.
I was so excited when they came out with the jointed Barbies.
So these are kind of nice, you know, for kids, you know, especially having the riders on there and being able to do scenes, or if you just actually want to play with it, it's really nice. Especially having dolls that fit the size of the horse, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they still got the hair like a Barbie, and really, if you were to compare her to a Barbie, we could just call her a jockey.
Her, I think we would have to go with a kid, because Barbie's even too big for the traditional Breyers, but...
That didn't stop us from playing with them that way.
It did not, no.
Yes. So yeah, Ash and I, we had like whole soap operas going on with our Barbies and Breyers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a channel for us. Barbies and Barbies and Breyers. Good times.
Yes. Many
Like
long weekends.
Laying in an unnatural position. I'm gonna have to edit that out.
I think just because of that, you're gonna have to leave it in.
Inside joke. Inside joke. But anyways, yes. As far as the horse goes, I'm not even sure what color this would be. A palomino?
Chestnut.
Chestnut with flaxen tail and not mane?
Yeah.
He's got a little star going on, but his marking's not as crisp as I like either. That just could be, you know, the classic / freedoms being a little bit more mass-produced than the traditionals. But, you know, some of them are just as nice as the traditionals, paint job-wise. Do you guys collect the classics / freedom series? What do you call them? Classics? I mean, we'll always call them classics because that's what they were.
Mm-hmm.
Are still, whatever they call them. But you know, do you guys collect those too? Do you collect like the regular ones like these, or do you stick to, you know, the specialty ones like you get from Breyerfest, or Collector Club comes out with some of them sometimes? So let me know. Let me know what you think of these. You know, if you collect them, or if you have kids, do you give them to your kids or whatnot? We're old biddies. We don't have kids to give them to, so these are our kids, and they would prefer stuffings that they can't have. So, but anyway,
some dogs are plastic chewers, so some dogs would like these.
Mine prefer plastic bottles to plastic horses.
My dogs don't really chew on
anything.
Yeah. So.
Breed difference.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so let me know what you think of these. I will do close-ups of them at the end. Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. But yeah, let me know what you think. Well, I guess we'll see you in the next video, which I'm not sure what it will be, but
something.
Yeah, I'll come up with something. Alright, bye.